Running PS3 games on this console is pretty impressive, and it's very easy to install games and get them going right away. I recommend installing the emulator through an app called EMUDECK via desktop mode. It's very efficient and easy to install all sorts of emulators, and it also helps detect if you have the correct BIOS installed properly to use the emulator without issues. Switch over to desktop mode by pressing the Steam button, head down to Power, press A, and select Switch to Desktop Mode. Let's begin by downloading the Firefox app and installing it on your device if you haven't already. Once that's finished, open up the browser and search for emudeck. Click on your first link. Then click on Download at the top. Next, select the Steam option. Find the downloaded file and run it to install emudeck. Once it's finished installing, follow the app to successfully install all of the emulators you would like to have on your device. This is a very easy to follow process, and it will take some time. I recommend having an SD card installed on your device to avoid using your main system's memory. You can easily buy a 512GB card cheap nowadays to keep all of your games on it. I have been using a 1TB card and I hardly have any issues with it. Once you have the PS3 emulator installed, go to your Firefox web browser and search for the PS3 update. The website we're looking for is the PlayStation.com link to the PS3 update. Scroll down until you see how to reinstall PS3 system software. Click on the Download PS3 update. This will allow us to install the proper firmware for our emulator. Once it's finished, open up your PS3 emulator. Go to File on the upper left-hand corner and select Install Firmware. Locate your firmware you just downloaded and it should be named ps3update.pup. Once successfully installed, you can now start using the emulator and run your PS3 games. As for your games, there are many ways to obtain them. The only way to install them on your Steam Deck via the PS3 emulator is to have them in package files. You will need 2 files for each game you install. I recommend using No PlayStation to access a library of PS3 games via desktop. There's a full guide on how to properly install it on your PC in the comment section down below. Unfortunately, there is a compatibility list, meaning that not every single game will work on this emulator, and I'll have that link in the comment section down below. And make sure to check it out before you start copying your game library over to your Steam Deck. Just make sure that it does work on this emulator. So the 2 files we need to install the games on the PS3 emulator is the package file and the RAP file. If you use No PlayStation, it will download both files together in separate folders, one file in the package folder and the RAP file under the exdata folder. Once you have gathered all of your games, copy them over to a USB drive or external drive and plug it into your Steam Deck. Next, we're going to copy our package and RAP files directly onto your Steam Deck. For some reason, when you try to install package files from your drive, the emulator doesn't see it. Once you finish copying all of your files, go back to your emulator and on the upper left-hand corner, go to File and select Install Package. Find your package file game and install it. Next, go back to File and select Install Package again and find the correct RAP file for the game you just finished installing. You will need the RAP file in order for you to run these games, otherwise you will be prompted a message saying that you cannot run this game without the proper RAP file, or the emulator cannot locate the RAP file. Once it's finished, you should be able to run the game on your emulator, no problem. I was able to play a couple of my games from my library and it runs very smooth on the Steam Deck. Let me know how it went for you and what games you are playing on your Steam Deck.